Hi everyone, Brittany here. I'm an Emerald Beachbody coach, and today I just want to talk with you about how to get started right as a new coach. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, that way you can see my PowerPoint. So just give me just 1 second, let me get this going. And then this call should only be about 20 minutes, so it shouldn't take too long. So as a Beachbody coach, you know that your fitness is your business, and most coaches are working towards financial freedom, whatever that may mean for their family. And of course, we all want happiness through being a Beachbody coach, and we want to bring happiness to others. So a little bit about me. As I've already said, my name is Brittany, and I'm a graduate student. I'm working on a master's degree to be a speech language pathologist, and it is my hope to one day work with children who are deaf and hard of hearing. I am a girlfriend, so that's a picture of my boyfriend and I. I'm a fur mom, that's my cute little doggy. And as I've already stated, I am an Emerald coach. So I began my Beachbody journey in February of last year, and in March I became an Emerald coach. And the only reason I became an Emerald coach a month after signing up as a coach is because I signed up my family members, and I know how frugal my family members are, so I knew that they would want a discount the next time that they got their Shakeology or the next time they wanted to order something. So I explained to them about being a discount coach, and of course they all wanted to do that. So you can become Emerald within a month of being a coach, and you should just totally reach out to your family to make that happen. So first steps, here you can see that I have a picture that says you and then a picture of my dog. So this is discussing your profile picture. Your profile picture on Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media outlet you use should be a picture of you. Your picture should be bright, it should be clear, and it should be of your face. So my profile picture was a picture of my full body, and it was from me doing a mud run. But you have to remember that that's a little tiny thumbnail of a picture, and not everyone can see that that's you when they're scrolling through their news feed. So you want it to be of you, that way they know whose page they're looking at. And if you do want someone in your picture with you, it should just be a +1. So it could be like you and your husband, maybe you and your child, but you really want no more than 2 people in your picture. So you wouldn't want your profile picture to be of you and your group of girlfriends from girls' night out. Secondly, your Facebook should be set to public. That way, you're going to be able to reach more people than just your friends. When it's set to public, anyone can see your page. And if you're nervous about that, reach out to your coach and they can give you some more information on why that's so important. And then another thing with Facebook, you should have your settings set to where you have to approve tags of people trying to tag you in things, because sometimes spam happens on Facebook and you end up being tagged and all kinds of crazy stuff that you really don't want on your page. So check out your settings and see how you can turn that to where you have to be notified when someone is trying to tag you in something. So by now, as a new coach, you've probably been through a new coach's training, but if you have not, the 3 vital behaviors that you should be doing every day is you should be, number 1, inviting. This doesn't mean that you always have to be inviting to join your challenge group. You could be inviting people to join a shake and share, to join a free crock pot group, to join a free clean eating group. It can be anything, but every single day you should be inviting 3 to 5 people to join you for something. Secondly, you should be proof the product works, and that means that you should be proof that the workout programs work. You should be proof that Shakeology works. If you're using the performance line, be proof that it works. If you're using any of the vitamins, proof that that works. And it doesn't mean that you always have to say, wow, look at my body, this workout program works. You could be talking about how it's changing you on the inside, how it's making your hair grow more, your skin is clearer, really anything, but you have to be proof the product works. People have to see that these things work in order to join you. And then thirdly, you should be doing your personal development every day, and that could be reading for 10 minutes a day, listening to a podcast that's bettering you. Personal development is anything that you need to work on. So like right now, I'm personally reading a book that is about vulnerability and how to be more vulnerable. So it's whatever you need to work on, but you should be doing at least 10 minutes a day of personal development. All right, so how to stay connected as a Beachbody coach. You should definitely be connected with your team, and your team probably has a Facebook page, so stay connected with them through that. Connect with other coaches so that you can learn from them. And then secondly, you should be checking your coach online office for news and updates. And when you're in your online office, the news and updates are over on the right-hand side, and it will update you with sales, with promotions, with trips, really anything and everything that you need to know that's going on in Beachbody is under that news and updates. And then thirdly, you should be plugged into weekly calls. So the national wake up call is every Monday morning at 11. And if you're unable to listen to it at 11, it is recorded so you can listen to the recording, but you have to make it a priority to listen to that recording. So personally for me, if I don't listen to that recording Monday afternoon, Tuesday morning on the way to work, I'm listening to it. And then we personally have our team calls every Thursday at 8:30 at night, and you should be there. You need to be plugged in with your team. This is where we talk about what's working for us, what's not working for us. We update new coaches. It's just a really great time, and you should be there. All right, so as a new coach, you may be wondering, where do I find information that I need? So number one is frequently asked questions. At the bottom of every page on your Coach Line office, there's an FAQ, and you can click on that and you can type in whatever you're looking for, and it will give you information on that. Secondly, you can Google it. When you Google it, a coach will probably have made a video about it, or it'll be on their blog, and they explain things really greatly. Third, the team Facebook page. So in Facebook, there's a little search engine, and you can type in what you're looking for. So if you're looking for March promos, you can type that in, and if we have talked about that, everything, the post that is related to that will come up. And you'll notice that last I have ask your coach listed. So your coach is a resource, but you shouldn't rely on your coach. And your coach may not be just solely a Beachbody coach. They might have other things going on, and they might not be able to respond to you as quickly as you need. So try to look in other places and use your coach last. I mean, if it's a super quick, easy question, then of course ask your coach, and they probably aren't going to mind. But if you're sending every single question to your coach, they might get a little annoyed. So try to find your answers first and use your coach last as a resource. All right, so when you're leading, you should lead with passion and experience. And as a new coach, you're probably asking yourself, well, when should I start sharing everything? And the answer is now. Don't wait until you think you know everything to start sharing, because you're going to miss out on such a huge opportunity. So you don't have to pretend to know it all. You can start sharing that you're working out and that you're really loving it, and oh my gosh, I got this new shake and it's amazing. Just start sharing anything and everything that's related to Beachbody, because people are going to start watching you. And so this quote here says, if you wait until you know everything, you will miss out on a valuable experience and withhold something life-changing from those you care about. And I don't know about you guys, but I personally don't want to withhold anything from anyone that I care about. So start sharing. Like I said, you don't have to know everything to start sharing. So leading with passion, you want to be you, and you want to be passionate about what you are saying. So don't try to be other coaches. Don't try to be other people. Be you and talk how you talk, right? So when someone reads your post, it should sound like it's coming from you, not like it's coming from someone else. And another thing that comes along with passion is sometimes we get a little upset when people tell us no, right? So we're inviting and someone says, no, I don't think that's for me. And it might kind of hurt you, but I want you to start thinking of a no like this. So when you're out to eat and your waiter or waitress comes to you at the end of your meal and says, hey, would you like dessert? And you say no. Does the waiter or waitress run off crying? Do they get upset? Do they never ask anyone if they want dessert again? No, they just say, okay, I totally understand. And that's how we need to be too. The no is not to you, and it's not a personal no. It's just a no, not right now. And I can promise you 9 times out of 10, 3 to 4 months later, that no comes back and says, okay, I'm ready now. And that's why you've got to be sharing, because those people are going to be watching you. So leading with experience, you can see here that I have all I know is ... And that's how you should answer people. So when someone says, oh, well, how does Shakeology compare to blah, blah shake? Well, we don't know about blah, blah shake. We're not drinking that. All we know is about Shakeology, and that's how you want to lead those conversations. So all I know is Shakeology has done this, this, and this for me, and I absolutely love it, and I'm never going to quit drinking it. Or if someone's asking you about a program and how it's worked for you, well, all I know is I lost 5 pounds and I kept it off. So clearly it's working, because in the past, I've never been able to keep off the weight that I lost. Another way to lead with the experience is the feel, felt, found. So the way that that works is you say, I understand why you feel such and such way. I felt the same way too, but I found this, this, and this. And that just really helps people understand like where we're coming from, and that we don't know about everything else on the market because we're not using that. And it's not up to us to know everything about that and to compare our stuff to their stuff. So just share with experience, and don't think you have to know about everything else on the market. All right, so maybe as a new coach, you're thinking, where do I focus? Like, what should I be doing to start growing my business? So for your first 30 days, you should be focusing on your personal fitness and Shakeology, right? So you have to start feeling good. You have to start seeing that everything's working. So focus on yourself. Excuse me. Secondly, you should be focused on getting 3 people to join you each month. If you get 3 people to join you every month, you're going to be hitting Success Club, and that means you're going to be growing your business. Every single day, you should be doing that 10 minutes of personal development. And remember, if you don't have 10 minutes to sit down and read, find a podcast or find an audio book to listen to. And then the 4th thing that you need to focus on is your team calls and the national wake-up call every single week. So I have an alarm set on my phone that goes off at 8:20 Thursday night to let me know in 10 minutes my team call is starting. So if you need to do that, do it. You should be on those team calls every single day. These 4 things, if you're focusing on these 4 things, your business is going to grow, okay? These are the basics. The coaches that have been in this business for a year, 3 years, or even the coaches that have been in this business for 8 years, they still do these same things every single day, because this is where it's at. And I'm not telling you to do these, and really you should be doing 5 other things. These are the 4 things you need to focus on. And it says, focus on these 4 things. Everything else can wait. So making the big flashy post and making the pick monkeys, it can come later. Don't focus on that. That's not where you should focus. These 4 things, dial into these 4 things, and I promise you your business is going to grow. All right, so this is just a little bit about kind of what to post and what not to post. So you can see up at the top that it's a picture of autumn, the 21-day fix, everything you get, and it says, oh, it's only $140. Don't do this. And if you have, it's okay. All of us coaches have posted that, but don't do it anymore. So the reason that you don't want to post this is because, number one, there's no need for them to reach out to you for more information. They see the 21-day fix, it's $140, and if they're willing to pay that, they're going to go on Beachbody and order it. They're not going to go through you. Secondly, the reason you don't want to post this is it has price on it. Don't ever talk about price publicly in a post. And if someone asks you, just say, oh, hey girl, I just wrote you a message, check your messages. It's not that price is a bad thing, but it's just not something that needs to be talked about publicly. The 3rd thing that's wrong with this post is it's salesy, right? It looks like you're trying to make a sale, like, oh, it's only $140. And we're not salesy, and we don't want people to think we're salesy. And then the last thing is it's impersonal, right? It's not you. It's Autumn. I mean, she looks amazing, but no one knows who Autumn is, and she should look amazing. She's the trainer. So just stay away from these posts. And like I said, if you've done it, it's okay. We all have. But here's what to do. And I'm not saying that these are 2 posts that I personally have done. I'm not saying that I'm the best at it, but I wanted to use my own and not someone else's. So what you do want to do is you want to share your journey. You want to share your mindset. And you want to share your success and failures, right? So don't look like you're this perfect person that works out every single day and eats right every single day, because you're not, right? So be you and share you. So down at the bottom, you can see that I'm personally in my sports bra and shorts for my picture, but my mom is in her shirt and her leggings. So don't think that you have to be in a sports bra and shorts or a bathing suit every single time you want to show a progress picture. You don't. And then up at the top, it's not even me in progress. It's just me. So you want to be in the pictures, and you want to be talking about what a challenge group is and what they're going to get if they join you. So there's a lot of different ways to to challenge groups. It's not just by making these things, but just stay away from the salesy, not you post. All right, so how to post and share. You have to remember that most people who are on Facebook are mobile users, and so they're just sitting there scrolling through their phone looking at stuff. So your stuff has to be a scroll stopper. You have to make them stop scrolling, look at your picture, and read what you have to say. So when you're first starting sharing, you want to keep your post short. The longer that you're sharing, then the longer your post can be. But at first, you want to keep it short. You've got to get people engaged to you and what you're saying before you can go into these long posts. Share your story and how Beachbody is helping you. And again, when you're sharing how Beachbody is helping you, it doesn't always have to be how your body is transforming. It can be about how you feel, how you have more energy, just really anything and everything of how Beachbody is helping you. You want your post to be eye-catching and stop the scroll. So you want bright, colorful pictures, maybe stuff with words on it. Could be you making a crazy face, and they're like, why is this girl making this face? Pick 5 categories. So this goes along with up there where I have that 20, 60, 20. And this is just a guideline. I don't think anyone follows this perfectly. I know I don't, but your post should be about 20% about Beachbody, 60% other stuff. And by other, I mean these categories. So pick 3 to 5 categories of things you like to do. So that could be you're into your faith, fashion, DIYing, couponing, shopping, meals, sharing recipes. Just pick 3 to 5 categories of things you want to share with other people, and that should be your 60%. And then that other 20% should be you sharing about you. So letting people in a little bit on your life and who you are and where you've been and where you're going. So that's that 20-60-20 rule. You always want to ask something of your audience when you do a post. So you could say, you know, the other day I posted a picture with a shirt with a saying on it, and I said, oh, how do y'all feel about shirts with sayings on it? It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. It could be super short. Or the other day I was having some back pain, so I asked people what's their home remedies to help with back pain, and I got a lot of responses. Whenever you're posting to for someone to join you in a challenge group or a free clean and eat group, you want to ask something of them. So you want to say, oh, if you're interested, comment below or shoot me a message. There has to be a call to action for people, or they're never going to let you know that they're interested because you didn't ask. This next one says, would someone follow you because of your last 5 posts? And this one's really important. So when you get done listening to this, go to your Facebook, look at the last 5 things you posted and ask yourself, would someone want to follow me because of these 5 posts? Like, am I adding any value to someone's life because of these last 5 posts? If not, start working on it. Start making better posts. And this one, a mediocre post is better than no post. So when you first start posting, you're kind of trying to figure it out, and not every post is going to be amazing. And that's okay. Not every post has to be like life-changing post for people. But you need to be posting something, right? Part of your vital behaviors is to post 3 to 5 times a day on Facebook. So something is better than nothing, because when you're starting to invite people, people are starting to watch you. And when you don't think someone's watching and you've not posted for a whole day, I guarantee you someone is going to message you and ask you if you're okay because you haven't been posting. And normally, for me, it's people that aren't even doing Beachbody. It's a random person that I had no idea was paying attention to me that reaches out to me. So you've got to post something, guys. And then be willing to change and adapt. So Facebook, social media, Beachbody, everything is always changing, and you have to be willing to change with it and adapt with those changes and learn as things change. All right, you're probably wondering why the heck there's a picture of a well on this picture, and this is what I want to end with. So none of us have probably ever pumped a well, but if you know anything about a well, when you first start to pump it to get water out of the ground, you are putting in a lot of work, right? It's really hard to pumping it, and you have to pump it a lot to just get this little bit of water. And that's kind of what it's like when you're first a coach, right? You feel like you're doing a lot and you're learning a lot and you're doing all these new things, and it might only be making this much of a difference. You might only be seeing that it's affecting like this much, but you're working so hard. But the more you pump that well, the easier it gets, and the more that water starts flowing. and then it needs just to be consistent for the water to keep flowing. And that's how it is with coaching. So in the beginning, yes, it's hard and you are only getting a little bit of a benefit, but as you keep pumping it, it gets easier. And that's how it is with coaching. It gets easier as time goes on and you start seeing that payout. You start seeing the benefit of all your hard work. But as a new coach, you cannot give up, okay? You have to stay dedicated and you have to stay motivated and you have to work at it every single day. And I can tell you that your first couple months, like month 1 through 3, are kind of pretty easy because you're just starting to share and people are wanting to join you. But when it hits month 5, 6, 7, and on, it gets harder and you have to work more. So just know that now and be willing to keep going. Don't give up, because when you give up, that's when all your hard work is out the window, and that's when it honestly just your whole business kind of comes crashing down. So be willing just to keep going with it, guys, and I promise you're going to see really great benefits. I hope this was super helpful, and I hope you all have an amazing day.